What's up, everybody? Brendan from Market Makers. Happy Saturday afternoon. Guys, we hit a milestone, and thank you so much for your support because we crossed 14,000 YouTube subs. That's totally awesome. We started our room in June 2020 with less than 20 people, so we had less than 20 YouTube subs. So basically, in 6 months, we hit 14,000. That's all thanks to you guys. Our Discord has the highest conversion rate in YouTube with over 6,200 people there out of our 14,000 subs. Our link is in the video description. We trade all the markets there, guys. Haven't done a pro trades video in a while, but we trade everything there. So come and check us out. Love for you to be part of the community. We have a pay side of all the goodies and a free side, so you can join either side. Let's get into Bitcoin because a lot of people are asking. I read all the comments. I tried to reply to all of them. A lot of people are asking, this new price action, does it change anything? We're looking at the weekly time frame because I know everybody and their grandmother on YouTube is doing what? Oh my God, we have a Head and Shoulders. Guys, if you've been watching this channel, we've been talking about the potential for the Head and Shoulders since the selling climax candle, okay? The selling climax candle, because we already knew we had a reaccumulation box right here. These candles from the selling climax candle would most likely share the same ceiling, the same base, everything else. Again, all part of marrying Wyckoff and Fibonacci. Couple of key things I want to show you. Then we're going to jump into the current time frame, and I found some really cool things I want to show you guys in this video, so stay tuned for that. So guys, looking at this, our market structure target is 10,781 if we did break the Head and Shoulders. Key thing to remember about Head and Shoulders, guys, just because it exists doesn't mean you're breaking the Head and Shoulders. The reason it's existing is you have a hard line of support, you have a lot of resistance in certain zones, and as you guys know, because of this dump, we're under everything. Everything is resistance to the rise. If it does break, that's your market structure target. Again, confluence with our pattern reversal zone, 10,871, which means price, I would still expect pumps and all that fun stuff. However long this would take, a month, a year, doesn't matter. You eventually will come down to 10,871. This is a bullish pattern where you would find support and start your next bull run. This is the downside. People have been requesting it. I would also suggest you watch my Wyckoff distribution video from this past week. I labeled accumulation video, distribution video, and the video from the day before yesterday we made, and it was the current time frame marrying everything together. Okay, so watch those three videos. It'll catch you up on all the key Wyckoff concepts. But let's go ahead and look at this. I want to show you guys this. We have so many hundreds of new subs, so let me go ahead and show you this. Let's look at our trend-based fib extension from the beginning of the bull run going back to March 2020, okay? March 2020 to our previous all-time high, down to the market low. Look how you're respecting the fibs. We've covered this before, and as you guys can see, the 618 was your market top on the weekly time frame. You did not get a candle close above it. The 0.5 fib giving you key resistance here, and of course the 382 is the market top for your reaccumulation box previously and your current accumulation box, as you can see. So let's go ahead and look at this on the downside with the Fibonacci as well. Let's go ahead and grab our trend-based fib magnet. To do this, we're going to grab the previous all-time high to the market low to the current all-time high. The only number you really need to focus on here, guys, is down here at the bottom, and this is the 1618, the golden ratio, phi, as the Greek letter is expressed, okay? So 10,630, again, the confluence. So that's why I've said before, people are asking about the downside. If everything went super bad, if the stock markets crash, if everything crashes, the everything bubble, as it's called, eventually Bitcoin will find 10,000, 11,000, okay? That is my prediction. And because this is YouTube, you can come back and reference it, but I've had this pattern up here now for, I guess, over 6 weeks. Just want to share that with you guys. One other thing I want to show you while we are here, because I want to bring this up later and you'll see why, okay? This is the cool thing I want to show you. Let's go ahead and grab our trend-based fib time. Let me move this back over so you can see this. Let's grab our trend-based fib time. Put this back at the previous all-time high to the market low to the current all-time high. Let's expand this, okay? I'm going to get into this here in a minute in the video. So what you can see here is price impacting fibs. And remember, fibs are nothing more than potential pivot points in price. So you go from selling candle to buying candle to selling candle to buying candle. And as you can see, then we have our dump here. The next important date to remember is January 17th, okay? January 17th. So let's look at this, but first let's go ahead and jump into Wyckoff real quick. We talked about the similarities, the incredible similarities between the previous accumulation and our current accumulation right now, okay? We've talked about this. And guys, what's really fascinating here, as you guys know, we went from our secondary test of our ceiling to our down thrust, our secondary test of our ceiling to our down thrust, okay? And again, the timeline between the selling climax candle and the down thrust candle, 34 days previously. Selling climax candle, down thrust candle, 33 days, okay? Couple things I want to show you here that are really interesting. A lot of you guys noticed in the comments the similarity of the 55 and 233. Yes, the similarity of the 55 and 233. They will cross, this looks like, obviously, unless we get some megalithic pump, but they will cross at some point just like they did here. And a lot of people are asking, and just to clarify, no, we are not looking for the Wyckoff spring from where we're at. What we're looking for is this, a little bit of a pump up, a little bit of retracement, and then this soft rollover, okay? Then the Wyckoff spring. That's what we're looking for over here. So guys, let's just do something fun. I want to show you this. Let's go ahead and cut this portion out because we expect this to follow an extremely similar format based on the previous pattern. So let's just grab the down thrust all the way to your all-time high candle, okay? And then let's do this. Then I'll squish this in so you guys can see a little bit better. And we don't know if this is the final down thrust where we're at, but let's just say that it is because again, we're just doing this for fun. And let's move this in. What do we expect here from price, okay? So you had your previous soft rollover. This is literally what we're looking for. Instead of drawing this is so much easier to show you this way. So we have our down thrust. Eventually, we're going to get our soft rollover, our retracement, and then the rollover down to the Wyckoff spring, okay? Exiting phase 4, going into phase 5. Sustained signs of strength right here. Your LPS, okay? Last point of support. Good place to add to your longs if you're in a long at this point, or good place to open a long. Something I want to show you guys, which is really interesting. Remember, this fib is from March 2020. Look at how, even with the copy paste, it's respecting the fibs. Look how the 382 is your ceiling. You get above it, you fall below it. Look how it's your support structure, using it as support on a copy paste, right? Look at your 0.5, how you struggle to get above it, and then you end up springing up off of it, okay? And again, these phases going through here, your last point of support, you're in stage 5. You're going stage 5 or phase 5 is when you're going into the reaccumulation zone right here, which is this candle structure over here. This is your reaccumulation previously before you marched on to your all-time high. This is your reaccumulation here. And again, this would be potentially before marching on to your all-time high. This is also called the backup in Wyckoff, okay? This is candles. It looks like they're failing because people are asking me, but Brendan, how do we know if it's a dead cat bounce or if it's really continuation of the Wyckoff accumulation? The thing to expect, if we do hold on to Wyckoff accumulation, like I said, expect resistance. That's why these fibs are here, okay? Every time we hit one of these fibs, people are going to think it's done. If we are truly in accumulation, we're going to follow these key steps. It's the point of the Wyckoff method, okay? Obviously, if we lost key support and reversed, again, this would flip to a redistribution box. This is no longer accumulation. But every single time you hit these fibs, you're going to see price react. This is the point of the Wyckoff method. This is also why you see some members in the room were telling me, I guess a big YouTuber, Carl, I've never actually watched one of his videos, but I think he lost $1 million in a long, okay? So if you understand the price method, for Wyckoff, you understand how price should behave, okay? So again, looking at it, holding this support, and this is what we want to see. And just for fun, guys, again, this is just for fun, but I want to show you how this marries to a fib, which is kind of interesting. If we did, just this is the copy paste, okay? The copy paste would get you up to about almost 81K, right? The one fib is at 89K, okay? This is, again, a copy paste. And again, the 1618 would be 127,587. This is not to turn you super bullish. That's why I showed you the bearish situation first. This is to show you exactly what to expect in price. if we hold these key phases in Wyckoff accumulation going into phase 4 of the spring, getting signs of strength, we must exit our trading range, which is again delineated by the 382. We must have the sign of strength, get out of the 382, hit the 0.5, roll back over, reaccumulate. Again, our accumulation of reaccumulation will be at a higher level than the previous accumulation, springing up to our all-time high. We will be looking at 80K plus Bitcoin if we can do that. If we don't, then we are descending based off that Navarro pattern I showed you up front. Okay, let's go ahead and advance. So in the daily time frame, looking at our daily, another bullish pattern. I told you we have multiple harmonics and X5 patterns. Again, these are daily candles. This is my favorite pattern. This is the black swan. We're also trading in some type of falling wedge. We did have this clearly from the selling climax candle, this wick, but you can see the strong demand bought it right back up. So I like this structure right here. It does give confluence. Are we at the very bottom? No, we're still not. We could dip lower. And actually, I lined up on the weekly Wyckoff here. I lined up these boxes so they're even now. You can see with a little bit of wiggle room there still to get to the bottom of this range, 39,596 on my exchange, okay? 39,596. So price can do a couple of things. You know, it can still stay down here and test. We actually have activated patterns already, but this is another large daily time frame pattern. It can come back up, hit this, come back down, retrace, get a type 2 test, and then we could get our spring out. We don't know. These are daily candles. This could take days of just doing this, and then at some point get that nice soft rollover, hit the spring, type 2 reaction on a harmonic pattern, boom, price goes off, okay? Or obviously the downside, which should be obvious, you lose your key structure support at 39, you're trading in the mid to low 30s at that point, okay? Again, that would be very bad and bearish. So showed you this pattern already, the Navarro pattern. It activated at the 886. The extension goes all the way down to the 113. That's at 39,918. Again, just further confluence with multiple patterns. So we have a lot of support, even though it looks like we're getting multiple up or down thrust right now from Wyckoff, okay? Multiple down thrust. And this is what you need because it scares the market. Wyckoff himself said, listen to what the market is telling you, not to what others tell you about the market. So all the people that are scared on YouTube, guys, you can look at their argument, look at their TA, understand why, but understand where you are in the market cycle. You are adhering to Wyckoff accumulation until you are not, and you are not adhering to it once you lose 39 and get a dissension, okay? Then you are in redistribution. So until then, my bias is to continue with the Wyckoff accumulation cycle because it's all Wyckoff if we're in redistribution or accumulation, but the Wyckoff accumulation cycle because patterns are valid until they are invalidated. Now, the cool thing I want to show you, and then we'll wrap this up. January 17th, right? Just showed you this. January 17th on Fib time. You see that date at the bottom of my screen there, January 17th. And let's go to this. Our phi summation series. This is the weekly time frame, deadly accurate so far. And what is the phi summation series? Again, guys, taking swing lows, swing highs, connecting them together to find a candle. Then your next candle is your pivot, okay? So swing high, swing low to swing low, swing high to swing high. You can mix and match. They have to be key points and looking for the Fibonacci numbers in the phi series, okay? 21 bars and 8 bars gave us the all-time high. 3 candle pivot dump. You see that? 3 candle pivot dump. And then here we got 5 bars and 8 bars gave us this candle, and then the next candle was the dump candle. Let me show you that January 17th date. Check this out. January 17th date right here. 8 bars, Fibonacci number, right? And take for price time. Let's use this current swing low because you see this is our current swing low. Got to go to the candle before it. That's your 0 candle. Go out to January 17th. 3 bars. That's a completion of another phi summation series. That means the next bar would be a potential pivot, up or down. Do you know what else happens on January 18th? These finish on the 17th. Do you know what happens on January 18th? Fed Chairman Powell will be speaking publicly, okay? So that's going to affect the stock markets, good or bad. They're going to rally or they're going to go down. And that is the same exact date that we have for Fibonacci. January 17th, we get our final summation completion. The next day, look for a potential pivot in price. Who knows what this could be? This could be the beginning of our climb back up. This could be the beginning of the rollover. This could be slightly further dissension. We have to see what happens options. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Check out our room, guys. The link is in the video description, as well as our link to BitGet. Use our link. You get all the bonuses associated with our link. Top 5 exchange by volume, super liquid. It's where I do all my trading completely anonymously with no VPN. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. We will talk soon. Happy trading.